These insects are extremely scary. When we think of predators in the insect world, the praying mantis usually comes to mind as the ultimate hunter. With their sharp claws and ninja-like reflexes, these creatures dominate many ecosystems. However, there is a league of killers even more deadly than the praying mantis itself. Today, we'll introduce you to the most bizarre and extremely dangerous insects. Curious. Join us and let's go. Number 13. The tiger beetle speedster. The tiger beetle represents nature's perfect combination of speed and weaponry, a metallic blue assassin that redefines insect capabilities. These compact hunters move so quickly that they temporarily go blind during pursuit, their neural processing unable to keep pace with their own velocity. If scaled to human size, they would sprint at over 480 miles per hour, leaving every Olympic sprinter in the dust. Tiger beetles possess serrated mandibles that function like biological chainsaws, easily slicing through the toughest exoskeletons. When hunting, they employ a stop-start technique, sprinting forward, pausing briefly to reorient, then lunging with precision. This erratic movement pattern makes them nearly impossible for predators to track effectively against a preying mantis. The tiger beetle's speed negates the mantis's ambush strategy. While mantises excel at calculating trajectory and intercepting slower prey, they simply cannot adjust quickly enough to catch or defend against tiger beetles. Laboratory tests show tiger beetles consistently outmaneuver mantis strikes, attacking from blind spots and targeting the mantis's neck junction. The tiger beetle's mandibles generate bite force exceeding 50 times its body weight, allowing it to pierce the mantis's thorax and sever crucial nerve connections. They specifically target the junction between the mantis's head and thorax, effectively decapitating their opponent with surgical precision. Unlike many insects that avoid larger predators, tiger beetles actively hunt mantises, recognizing them as protein-rich meals. Number 12. Rhinoceros beetle. Imagine a bug so strong it could bench press 850 of its siblings at once. Meet the rhinoceros beetle, a living tank with a horn-like structure on its head and thorax which resembles those of a rhinoceros. When threatened, the rhinoceros beetle charges like a bull in a china shop, using its horn to flip, crush, or impale its attacker. With the power to lift 850 times its body weight, that's like you lifting 10 elephants, it can wrestle mantises into submission. Praying mantises rely on stealth, but the rhinoceros beetle's armor-plated body laughs off their spiky forelegs. Even if the mantis lands a strike, the beetle's exoskeleton is tougher than a medieval knight's armor. And if the mantis tries to bite, the beetle's horn smashes it in the face like a wrecking ball. Rhinoceros beetles battle rivals for mates by locking horns in sumo-style showdowns. They use their horns to fling rivals off branches, a move called beetle judo. Number 11. Asian giant hornet. The Asian giant hornet, often called the murder hornet, stands out as a top predator in the insect kingdom. These hornets are large, fierce, and armed with a venom that commands respect. Picture a hornet the size of your thumb equipped with a 13mm stinger and jaws strong enough to chew through concrete. These hornets don't just sting mantises, they slice them apart with scissor-like mandibles and then inject venom that melts their insides. The only way a mantis survives is if it strikes first, like a ninja ambush. But even that's a gamble. In their native regions like Japan, the Asian giant hornet is especially feared among the insect community. They're equipped with a tough, armored body that can withstand numerous attacks, making them nearly invincible against the usual defenses of other insects, including the sharp forelegs of a praying mantis. Asian giant hornets don't hunt alone. They send out scout squads to track down mantis hideouts and then swarm like a Navy SEAL team to wipe them out. While mantises are solo hunters, these hornets are gangsters with a plan. I have a question for you. First, I would like to say that it is possible to follow the greatest curiosities of our world every day, but to do so, you need to be subscribed to our channel. So, are you already subscribed? If not, take the opportunity to subscribe now. Also, take the opportunity to like the video so YouTube will recommend more videos from our channel, so leave your like right now. And now that you have done that, let's go. Number 10. The Velvet Ant Imposter. Despite its name, the velvet Ant isn't an ant at all. It's a wingless female wasp with one of the most painful stings in the insect world. Nicknamed cow killer for the intensity of its sting, these wasps have evolved specialized adaptations that make them particularly successful against mantis predators. Their bright warning coloration, typically vibrant red or orange, serves as a clear signal that they're not to be trifled with. The velvet ant's exoskeleton ranks among the hardest in the insect world, able to withstand compression forces that would crush most other insects. This armored exterior specifically evolved to resist the crushing grip of predators like mantises. When grabbed by a mantis's raptorial arms, the velvet ant's rounded, slippery exoskeleton allows it to rotate within the grip, positioning its stinger for a devastating counterattack. Their stinger, nearly 1/4 of their body length, can deliver venom even through the mantis's tough exoskeleton. The venom contains a complex mixture of peptides that target pain receptors, creating immediate and intense agony. Scientific measurements place velvet ant stings at a level 3 on the Schmidt Pain Index, described as like dropping a match on your skin and holding it there. Perhaps most impressive is the velvet ant's defensive sound production. When threatened, they produce a distinctive squeaking sound by rubbing specialized body segments together. This stridulation creates vibrations in frequencies that specifically disrupt the mantis's sensory processing, confusing its attack coordination. The combination of visual warning, sound production, and crushing-resistant body makes them particularly successful against mantis predators. Number 9. Budwing mantis. Forget the predator. This tiny terror from East Africa belongs to a completely different league of praying mantis. They regularly hunt and kill other types of praying mantises, asserting their superiority in the mantid kingdom. The females of this species are notably larger than the males, measuring about 7 centimeters compared to the male's 4 centimeters. Females are known for their brutal mating behavior, sexual cannibalism. Imagine going on a date and ending up as dinner. During mating, females often decapitate males mid-act, using their spiked forelegs to turn romance into a horror show. But their aggression doesn't stop there. These mantises hunt prey twice their size, including lizards and frogs. With reflexes faster than a blink, literally, they strike in 1/10 of a second, they ambush victims with military precision. Budwing mantises don't wait for food to come to them. They chase it down. Number 8. Assassin caterpillar. Imagine a creature so innocent-looking it's nicknamed the Deadly Cuddle, but one touch could turn a praying mantis into a bloody crime scene. Meet the assassin caterpillar, nature's sneakiest hitman. This caterpillar is one of the most venomous of its kind, equipped with toxins that can be fatal not just to insects like the praying mantis, but even to larger predators. The venom triggers internal bleeding, organ failure, and death. For humans, it's like being stabbed by 100 invisible knives. For mantises, a single grab with their spiky legs injects the venom, turning their insides to jelly. With 500+ human deaths on its resume, this caterpillar is deadlier than a great white shark. Praying mantises don't stand a chance. Even if the mantis eats the caterpillar, the venom kills it from the inside out. Once stung, the mantis can't hunt, fly, or flee. It's a slow, painful death. Number 7. Amazonian giant centipede. This 30-centimeter monster from South America's jungles is the Godzilla of creepy crawlies. Venomous, armored, and hungry enough to turn praying mantises into a light snack. It's known for its lethal bite, which it uses to hunt and kill various prey, including insects, spiders, and small vertebrates like lizards and mice. Imagine a creature with 30+ legs, a bite that feels like a hot nail, and a hunger so wild it eats bats for dinner. Yes, this centipede scales cave ceilings, hangs upside down, and snatches bats mid-flight like a horror movie villain. For mantises, they're just appetizers. The Amazonian giant centipede can overpower a praying mantis with its powerful venomous bite that delivers a potent cocktail of toxins. This centipede's venom is so painful that survivors compare it to being stabbed with a red-hot knife. While not deadly to humans unless you're a small child, mantises aren't so lucky. The venom melts their insides, leaving them helpless. Number 6. Tarantula hawk wasp. This wasp, with its striking blue-black body and orange wings, isn't just a spider killer. It's a mantis nightmare. Meet the insect with a sting so brutal that even Marvel's Venom would flinch. These wasps are nature's hitmen, armed with a venomous sting rated at 4.0 on the pain scale, second only to the bullet ant. Imagine being zapped by a lightsaber for 5 minutes straight. For mantises, it's even worse. One sting paralyzes them instantly. Female wasps sting mantises with surgical precision and drag their paralyzed victims to underground burrows. The mantis stays alive but helpless, a zombie buffet for the hatching larvae. Their sting is so infamous that entomologist Justin Schmidt compared it to dropping a hairdryer into your bubble bath. New Mexico named this wasp its state insect, proof that even humans respect its terrifying reputation. Number 5. African bombardier beetle. Meet the African bombardier beetle, nature's original pyromaniac. This beetle doesn't just scare predators, it roasts them alive. It can shoot a boiling chemical spray from its abdomen, which reaches temperatures of 100 degrees. This incredible ability makes it a formidable opponent for any predator, including the praying mantis. When threatened, the bombardier beetle mixes 2 chemicals stored in separate chambers in its abdomen. The spray mixes hydrogen peroxide and hydroquinone. The reaction creates a scalding toxic cloud that's basically insect pepper spray. This beetle can fire its spray in any direction, even between its own legs. For a praying mantis, the bombardier beetle poses a unique challenge. If a praying mantis were to grasp the beetle twists its abdomen like a turret and fires a 100°C chemical spray, hotter than boiling water, directly in the mantis's face. Number 4. Trap jaw ant. Move over quicksilver. This ant's jaw moves 230,000 times faster than the blink of an eye. With mandibles that snap shut at 230 km/h, this tiny terror can turn a praying mantis into confetti in milliseconds. When facing predators like the praying mantis, the trapjaw ant uses its quick-firing mandibles to its advantage. Trapjaw ants use spring-loaded mandibles that store energy like a crossbow. When triggered, they unleash a strike with 300 times their body weight in force, enough to crush a mantis's exoskeleton or paralyze it instantly. But here's the twist. These ants don't just bite, they rocket jump. If a mantis tries to grab them, trapjaws snap their jaws against the ground, launching themselves backward like tiny cannonballs. Number 3. Bullet ant. The bullet ant is infamous across the insect world for having the most painful sting of all. Named for a sting so intense it feels like getting shot, it tops the Schmidt pain index at level 4, the highest. These ants don't just sting, they inject venom that paralyzes prey. A mantis might grab the ant with its claws, but one sting floods its body with neurotoxins, turning it into a twitching rag doll. The venom won't kill humans, but for mantises, it's lethal. The toxins attack the nervous system, causing spasms and organ failure. Mantises lose control of their limbs within seconds. The bullet ant typically lives in humid rainforest environments where encounters with praying mantises can occur. A single ant might struggle against a praying mantis due to the size difference, but bullet ants often attack in groups, alone. Mantis versus a swarm is like Rambo versus an army. Number 2. Driver ants. Meet the driver ant. The swarm so vast it can strip a cow to bones in hours. Praying mantises are just snacks on this ant army's apocalyptic menu. These ants travel in columns, searching the forest floor for food. A single colony can have 22 million ants, enough to cover a football field. When they encounter a praying mantis, the outcome is usually grim for the mantis. Driver ants use their sheer numbers to swarm over their prey, using powerful mandibles. They can cut through almost anything. Each ant might be small, but together they can deliver thousands of painful bites that can immobilize and eventually kill a praying mantis. If Game of Thrones White Walkers had pets, they'd be driver ants. Relentless, unstoppable, terrifying. Number 1. Africanized honeybee. Imagine a tornado of 100,000 bees chasing you for over a mile, stinging every inch of your body. Meet the Africanized honeybee, aka killer bees. These bees are far more aggressive than their regular honey. Bee cousins and will chase a perceived threat for over a mile, stinging in large numbers. For a praying mantis, there's no escape. While a normal bee might deliver a few stings and then retreat, Africanized bees attack en masse. A mantis can easily handle a few bees, but hundreds or thousands mean certain death. The venom builds up quickly, paralyzing the mantis before it can escape. Which of these animals shocked you the most when you met them? Tell me in the comments below. Take advantage and click on this video that is appearing on the screen, because I have selected it especially for you. Well, that's it, and until next time, Curious One.